By the way, this episode is brought to you by Diet Henny.
And it's Brother Bang.
And I'm Mugga Reese, and we are Unrecognized Real.
What's the deal?
Shatta.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell I don't know what that was,
One
yo.
man says, shatta.
We ain't got this. We don't got the soundboard, so you know that was my gunshots. Like, I ain't want to say Bang because Bang gonna think I'm just calling him.
Right,
like, So I would say I don't know, man. Forget y'all. Like,
What's up?
What's up with y'all? How how was y'all weekend? Of course, or week? Y'all week?
My week was pretty good.
No razzle dazzle.
Work as always. Parent-teacher conferences, report cards, all that.
Oh shit! You had it. Y'all back? Murray back into school?
No, it's like the little virtual thing.
Oh, the virtual John. That shit probably boring as hell. Was it just with the teacher?
It's just me and the teacher on there for the report card conference.
I never been to a parent-teacher conference, yo.
No?
Never. I probably when I was like in the 3rd grade or something. After that, it was just like nah. Like
we used to go. My mom and them used to always come.
that shit was ass. You had to go back to school at 7
She
o'clock.
said, my mom never missed one.
Never missed one.
You had traditional folks. Right. Y'all
Right,
church
like-
folks. You went to every parent-teacher conference.
They knew my mom.
It was something about my mom and going back to the school at 7 that just ain't sit right. Yeah, nah, we ain't the fuck doing that. Like, we'll get the letter. Like, it's crazy. I think because I think in my lower half of schools, I think I was doing good, like in school. So they didn't check up on me. Like my parents didn't really worry. Like they was on my sister's head, but for me they wasn't checking on me. Then they let they let off on me a little too long, and then I just start slacking off, and it was too late. Like. So for all y'all parents out there listening, like stay on his ass, no matter if he good or not. Like stay on their ass with school. Like that shit definitely. Like, Bang, how was your week, Bang?
My week was chilling. Started basketball back up this week.
Hey, wait,
So,
coaching, right?
Exciting. Yeah, it's a little exciting. My playing days is over. I actually went that day it was warm. I actually went outside. I played G101.
Just like the nigga.
He finally beat me. Out of 10
you
years.
let a boxer beat you? Damn,
my knee was done, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, I feel like I blew my knee.
You know, if you would have beat him, he was like, all right, now let's box. Shit would have been way different with that. I mean, the energy way different. Like,
Way different.
I don't know. This nigga pulled up with the fresh boy. Steam, the fresh Dewey.
Little razzle.
John, fresh.
Had to get a fresh Doward.
I'm hating, man. Like, I'm due for haircut. That's why I got the head on. I don't even keep, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm overdue. Like, I don't know, man. But my week, what did I do? What happened to me? Something happened to me a weekend ago. I can't remember. I was out and about. First of all, when last time I've been downtown? Like,
I can't remember the last time I've been downtown.
Yeah.
bro, it was like a whole different city. Like, I went downtown or whatever, right? Where the hell did I go? I don't even know the name of the spot, but some little restaurant, whatever. We went downtown and shit, and like I'm walking around, and I'm like, yo, where am I? Like. At some point, I'm like, yo, they got like the big ass screens, like it's like Madison Square Garden, like Manhattan, like
Yeah.
like
They got
all
down
downtown, like
Right.
just random ass screen billboards and shit. Like downtown
it's
Philly
way
look
different
totally
down there,
different.
yeah.
Like it's like stores. It's like yo,
The
like
sidewalks are different.
yeah, like it's like Hollywood sidewalks. Yo,
Yeah,
it's like
like
like the Walk of
the
Fame
sidewalks is different,
sidewalks,
man.
like
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
this.
I went to the Illusion Museum down there.
Yeah.
That joint's decent.
Shit went crazy. Shit was crazy. That was something I did over the weekend. So I went to the museum. It was a nice little situation. You know what I mean? A lot of white people in there. You know, like not like we went to I went to the museum, right? And they like yo,
Which museum?
they the Penn Museum, University of Penn. So
Okay.
I went in there, John, and they like yo, the lady she's stressing like, look, just please just please follow the lines, like the arrows and shit. Okay. So we in there, John, you know, following arrows, you know what I'm saying? But then I look up and notice nobody else giving a fuck about these arrows. Like, because we keep running into people like somebody ain't in the right spot. I look down like, yeah, we going the right way. They not going the right way. And we like the only black people in there. So now it's like, I feel like they tried to tell us to do the shit, but nobody else had to do it. Like, and I'm in the fucking the ancient Africa, you know, exhibit. So I'm thinking like, look, we definitely in the right. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We in the right space. You know what I'm saying? Like we in there, like, you know. But like, yeah, that shit was like, it was an experience. I think everybody should go to the museum, like a museum. Like that was a decent one, but I think everybody should go to a museum.
Museums is decent though.
Yeah, definitely some shit in there. There's a lot of old like just shit from Africa that you don't think about until you see the shit, like all the mummies and all that shit. Like you know, I don't really think about it until I see it. Like, yo, this shit is fucking amazing. Like, and they just went in there and stole all that shit, like, yo, and put it on display. Like they got shit like real ass fucking mummies behind glasses and shit, like on display. Like it's like, damn, y'all really, like I really felt like, you remember y'all seen Black Panther?
Yeah.
Remember when he was like when he was in the museum? That's how I felt the whole time. Like every time somebody walk up to me like, bitch, you don't, like, I kept saying the line like, yo, how much you think they ancestors? No, you didn't. I kept saying that shit. I swear to God, I kept saying that shit though, loud as hell. Like, yo, like I'm about to, like, nah, man. But nah, it was definitely a good experience and shit. Definitely recommend going to that joint. What y'all got going on this weekend coming up?
What do I like?
Nothing.
I'm supposed to go to Miami tomorrow for the pop-up.
Miami. Niggas just go to Miami now. Like,
niggas go to Miami.
I tried to fly out last weekend, and everybody and their grandma, I'm eating this shit all fucking. I be hungry. Like, I be hungry. Yo, want something? My fault. I ain't gonna not bang my fault. No disrespect. Yo, Lee, you want something? I ain't even gonna tell you, yo.
Did you at least say R.I.P. before you ate somebody's family member? Like, damn.
No, they should have said it when they cooked it. Like, I'm the third. You know what I mean? I'm on the other side. Like, the first nigga that couldn't kill it. I'm sending it back to the earth. When you think about it, like, yo. But no, what I was about to say, yeah, I was trying to go to Puerto Rico. And when I tell you, I looked at the flights and everybody and their grandma is going to Puerto, since COVID happened, I ain't see a flight go above $1,000 in a long time.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
It was flights from like $1,500 to Puerto Rico, like,
for real.
Connecting flight to like Puerto. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't know why.
Why
you
didn't use your benefit?
That's what I'm saying. I was talking about. I had to go. The benefits look crazy. So I'm like, all right, let me see how much an actual flight gonna cost. And it was ridiculous. Like, I'm like, yo, why everybody going to Puerto Rico? Like, why the price is high? Like, I feel like that weekend was like. Nothing. It was nice out last week. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, niggas should have stayed home. Why are y'all trying to go to like, nigga, it's nice here. Like, why y'all trying to go somewhere else? Like, damn, like,
you thinking?
That's my only weekend off. That's what I was thinking. Like, shit, I planned this shit out in advance. Like, all right, I'm gonna dip out, cool, bang bang. But yeah, it was like, nah. I ended up not going, and that's why I ended up staying downtown and shit. And it was just like, yo, yeah, it was different. I felt myself in Gaberhood.
He said, I felt myself in Gaberhood.
It was different.
I think this is like the second time I feel like you told me
I was in
Gaberhood, bro. I feel like we go through the records, bro. I got you.
I don't just be. I just told you I go downtown a long time. Like,
I'm just trying to figure out, bro.
Listen, I stayed downtown.
You know, one bad right. One bad right, bro.
I stayed downtown, right? And that morning I woke up home, you know, I want to go get something to eat. So it was like nothing around. Finally, like, it was a little IHOP, and it was just so happened to be in Gaberhood. Like, all right, like, I'm gonna go eat. Like, you feel me? Like,
best service.
And then I just seen all these like WNBA players just out there, just, you know, like bitches was tall as shit. Like, damn, bitches tall as hell. Like, just working at IHOP. Like, yo, like, all right, okay, like, but yeah, like,
they used to be a thing, but like they really be saying it now. Even like if you go to like book an Airbnb or something, it was like, yeah, this place is in Gaberhood or something. Like, I'm like,
yeah, like, I thought, yeah, you know, in Philly, the street signs is like
got rainbows on it.
Yeah, so
that's how you know you know,
like,
yes, it do.
You didn't know that?
That's always been like that. That's how you know where you at.
Now, how you know, Bang? How you know it always been like that? You talking about I've been down there? How you know? Like, yo, you was there when they cut the red tape, huh? Like,
It was purple.
Yeah, nah, that I was what the fuck I was I was just down there trying to get something to eat or whatever, and it just was like I went to Green Eggs Cafe, Green Egg.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Green Eggs, Green Eggs Cafe. Yeah, I tried to go there, and when I tell you this shit was around the corner, like
The line.
matter of fact, listen, the way downtown is structured right now, a lot of the streets are blocked off because they got like the outside seating or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I walked around there. It was just a bunch of motherfuckers standing around like a let out. Like I ain't know, like niggas was in line the whole time though.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now I'm like, damn, this the like we tried to walk up, and I see somebody like you ordered that, like no, like I'm like, all right, I stand behind them. I'm looking like that's the line, like yeah, shit going that way. I'm like, oh shit, like
right.
No, and it was just like yeah, nah, I'm out of here, and it just go back to me like never really wanting to go downtown.
You gotta have your timing right if you're gonna do something like that.
I'm just never going downtown. Like I would any other time I go to the one on 3rd in Girard or wherever the fuck second in Girard. Like I would go to that one before I ever downtown is a no. Like my stickers is bad. Like I can't.
He said my stickers is
like
bad.
it's suicide going down there. Like that was like you on street parking? Hell no. Like yo put me inside the garage.
He
like
said, put me
and I'm
in the
leaving this
garage.
shit here. I'm not pulling out nothing. Like but shit. Y'all want to get up into it though.
Let's get it.
First and foremost, did y'all see? Well, shit. Let's talk about that. Like y'all seen Coming to America?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
How y'all feel about it? What's y'all thoughts?
It was cheesy, but it still was a good watch.
You saying it's a good watch?
It was a good watch.
I didn't like it.
You ain't like it, Lee?
It was cheesy
I
as
just feel
hell.
like certain movies they shouldn't just mess with. Like I understand, like I don't know, maybe they was just bored because I feel like Coming to America was one of the movies that didn't need a number 2. Like I was fine with just the classic movie, but
I feel like it
didn't
did though.
like it
I feel like it did though. It didn't live up to my expectations for
I don't think it
sure.
lived up to anybody.
I was expecting a more like you know what I mean a better. I don't know. I just was expecting better, but it was cheesy and it's a good like family watch. I guess like
I mean, what can you really expect from a movie that's like 32 years old and shit?
But that's
Like
the reason why I said it
like the
didn't need a number
sequels
2.
to it,
Y'all
like-
bringing it back. It's just like I'd have just left it alone.
oh they did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
What you said? Make the same exact movie?
They made the same movie, bro. They
You
just,
think so? I think.
Yeah, they did.
I think that's probably the bad part about it. Because if they would have went a totally different direction, people would still be mad. But at least it would have been like, all right, at least you ain't got nothing to compare it to. Because it's like, all right,
No, I like the continuation of like them getting older and showing them in the future.
Right.
But why it had to be the same plot? Like, all right, now your son gonna go through the same thing, and then you know what I mean, marry the girl, like like I don't,
they do a little bit of sauce on it.
it
a little bit.
was a little bit cheese on it. It was just too cheesy. Like,
I mean, well, from what I read, Amazon paid them what, like $100 million for the rights to stream it, not for the rights to the movie, just for the. It was gonna be on Amazon. So, but I think they already was like, because you would think like, all right, they got $100 grand to do the movie, 100 million. I'm sorry,
Get it
100
right.
million. Yeah, got 100 million to do this movie, but from what I was reading, the movie was already done by the time Amazon came to them with that deal. So it wasn't even like a, you know what I mean, whatever money, whatever their budget was, that didn't really add to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like they didn't like they had the CGI lions and shit, which is of course like you don't need a real lion. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but it's just like I don't know. Like production wise, I feel like it could have been better. Casting wise, I like that they got everybody back, from the original one,
did.
except for Soul Glow and the sister.
Yeah.
They're the only two that ain't make appearance. But I think all the extra celebrities didn't really.
Yeah,
They could have did without them. Like
They coulda.
I think Salt and Pepper was on there. They came up. Salt Pepper's here.
Right, yeah.
Who else? Who was the kid? Gladys Knight. Was it Gladys Knight or Aretha Franklin? I don't know. It was one of them. Was
No,
it was Gladys Knight.
It was
Yeah,
Gladys.
it was Gladys Knight. Yeah, it was Gladys Knight. Yeah, because she sung the Midnight
Did y'all
Train.
see my man had his cameo, Rick Ross?
Yeah, I mean he had
it
to.
was at his crib.
Yeah, they
was
shot
at
at his crib. So that was it. And then I feel like So I went in there with super low expectations.
I had high
like
expectations.
super low. I've been through this before. We've been through this 100 times before. Like when every time somebody try to remake a movie, it's like, nah, this ain't that. But I had super low expectations. So surprisingly enough, like I actually thought it was a good movie. Like I thought it was a cool movie. When I look at it with the eyes of this is a movie, like, and I subtract it from the original Coming to America. Like, all right, this is Coming to America in 2021. Like I took it as that, and it was like, all right, it's a good movie. I think this for me, a lot of people say they ain't like the beginning. I didn't like the end too much. Like I feel like the second act was kind of like it was a little, whatever. But overall, like I still think it was a good movie. Like,
Good movie.
Was it the funniest movie? No.
I think Leslie was funny in that movie. She was real funny. In that movie.
What's the name? He had a couple parts too. What's up, man? Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
I ain't like the young boy though. I ain't like his son.
I ain't like the main character neither.
Yo, he was
fucked me up
goofy.
too.
Like
he was not the
he
one.
was goofy.
They should let
like,
Michael Blackson be the dude.
Yeah, I thought Michael Blackson was gonna have a bigger parole in that joint though. Honestly,
too.
like
He had a corny
little
role,
cameo.
Man. They
I like that he brung my man out though.
Who?
What's my man Wesley? I like Wesley. Popped up in the movie. He had a nice little role. Like
Wesley did.
Cool, yeah.
Wesley did his thing in that joint.
Yeah, I feel like they was long overdue to be in a movie together. Like, I wish we could have seen when they was both in their prime.
They all
but
overweight.
right, like. He was his character was goofy as hell too, like, but it was like, I take it. The plot was like, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I could have did without it.
I feel like they could have. What I was expecting was to be like a whole Creed situation where it was just going to be something that was going to revamp and go take it, a different kind of like a different route.
That's what they should have did.
Yeah, that's what I thought they was going to do. Like, I wasn't expecting it to really be like. I thought it was going to really circle around the young boy. Like the storyline was going to circle around, the new character, and then he was going to be the new Akeem going forward. Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it was. All in all, I think it was dope. I think it was okay, like a good, quick little family John. Like
that's what I said. It was a nice.
If you watched it with a date, you probably fucked up the whole date. Like the date was kind of a little dry. Like all right, like
y'all was talking through the movie,
right? Like so, what we about to do? Like right with some shit like that.
But
like,
you want to do something after this?
Yeah. Like if you went to the movies to see this, you probably would have been disappointed. Like probably. Like but watching at home on your own time, like. Yeah. It wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. Like I ain't mad at all the way mad at it.
I ain't mad either.
I can tell you who else I didn't like. I didn't like Tiana Taylor in there. Like
I didn't like it neither, but I was glad to see her in it though.
Yeah, I like Tiana Taylor, but I just was like, all right.
I feel like it was just like unnecessary. Like it just was like, all right, like Tiana Taylor's here. All right. Like, if it was like a cameo, like they did with everybody else, Gladys Knight and everything, that would have been different. But the fact that she was a standing character in the film and didn't really do shit or say shit, it was like, why you here, bro? Like you could have stayed home. Like you could have just mentioned her and then never showed the character. Like, but I don't know. But can we close that out?
Yeah.
Which you rate overall rate the movie? On a scale to 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I'd give it a 6.
4.
To a 4? 4 is still good.
5.5, 6.
It wasn't a bad movie.
I'll give it a 6 too.
I didn't really care for it. Like, I wouldn't watch it again. It's not something I would recommend anybody else watch. It's just like because it's coming to America. It's just like all right, I had to watch it, but it was just like I couldn't deal without it.
So moving forward, just know any sequel that come well after 5 years is not gonna be worth it. Like
if they come out with something like. But if they try to remake the original House Party right now with the original characters,
you're done. First of all, I don't never want to see another House Party movie ever again. Like House Party 6 and whatever the one that came on BET.
House Party 4 was the worst joint that was ever done.
Whatever House Party on now, I bet is just as bad. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know how many House. I just know the one with immature all grown up. That one.
That was not bad.
That was that one. No, I'm talking about
when they grown up,
immature. That's
the worst joint.
That's the worst. All right, that shit. Like it might be. It might be worse than Belly 2. Like it might be down there. Like it might be down that joint. I tried to give it a chance for a second. Like yo, this shit is so dumb. Like
Belly didn't make sense.
Right. Oh, now you on this side now. Now you on this side now. We could go back.
I said there was really no.
We could go all the way back to. We could go all the way back to episode 2 or whatever that was. Like I'm still
I
to this.
it's like from the beginning is what I fuck with. The rest of it was like, oh.
3 years
Y'all
later,
really
I
hating on
still
Butter.
feel the same exact way.
Y'all really hate
Belly
on Butter.
was
I don't think it was
trash.
trash.
Like,
I just think it was like-
I'm standing on it. I'm standing
know
on.
what it was,
I said it then. I stay in
Belly
now.
was not
but-
trash.
They didn't need number 2 of Belly.
Yeah. They probably didn't need enough to come to America, but hey, we got it, so it is what it is. But moving on. So, did y'all see Judas and the Black Messiah?
Yeah.
All right. So how y'all feel about that movie?
I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. I felt like we could have went without that movie too. I'm gonna tell you why. It's another movie just showing how a nigga rung down a nigga. Like every time.
It's the reality of it though.
But it's the reality of it. But it's like, damn, I'm sure that we got better stories out there where it didn't end in that way. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just like I was just like that fucked me up.
I don't think you.
Agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
I'm disagree too.
I don't like that.
I don't think the Black Panthers or anybody in the civil rights movement. I don't think any of that shit ended good. Like
I feel like
I don't think any of that shit ended good. Like, but that's the whole. It can't end good because we won't lead to where we at now. Like I think for one. We can't get Fred Hampton's side of the story because his untimely death. So what's my man? The guy who actually
the one that set him up.
He he did a whole interview about this shit. Like,
And
I wouldn't watch the interview.
right.
What
Like,
you had to say about the interview? Because even though I understood his perspective.
right.
What he said at the end, he was like, when he said when they said, what would you tell your son, something like that, he said, I would just tell him like something like, this was my role in the struggle. In a sense, like we all face that, like, you know what I mean? You gotta, like, when you come up in the struggle, you gotta face a reality to choose a path. You feel what I'm saying? Like no matter what you going, no matter what path you choose, somebody's not gonna agree with it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And he chose his path. Like, remember, he was scamming. Like, you know what I mean? He seen another opportunity. He didn't realize what he was doing until he was too deep. And then by that time, like, he still stayed committed. Like, you know what I mean? Like I understood his perspective. I'm not saying it was right or it was wrong. I'm just saying I understood his perspective. Like, and I thought it was powerful that he said that. Like,
I understood it too. Like I really understood, that whole part, and not to mention, like, the motherfucker was forced to do the interview. I don't care what nobody say. Like, he was definitely forced to do that interview, and he supposedly killed himself right after that. So killed himself. But so all right. So back to the movie itself, though. Did you like the movie?
the movie's good.
I like the movie. The only thing I didn't really like is that they focused too much on William O'Neill. Like, it didn't show
Enough
about
for Fred.
Hampton,
Yeah.
like, not how he was,
Right.
Yeah.
like, not how he got into it, not about his like love story, like nothing. It was just like it started off just showing William O'Neill, and then it just went straight into whatever they was doing.
Right. What the thing is, so with literature, and I don't need to get into literature, but just like in film and when writing, a lot of times you get a blur sight of who's the protagonist and who the antagonist, like who's the main character and who's the
right.
And depending on the perspective of the stories being told, you get you'll say, oh, this is the main character because you're viewing the story from his perspective. Now, often throughout the movie, it jumped back and forth, showing us, Fred Hampton's side, and then William, what the heck is his name? O'Neill, yeah. It shows both of their side of the story, so it don't really let you know who is the main character. Like, both of their names, both of their characters are addressed in the title, Judas and the Black Messiah. So it don't really tell you who's the quote unquote bad guy, who's the good guy. It never takes that role. So when watching a film, you want to root for Fred Hampton, like in the even though we know what happened ultimately, but in that you're still watching it in the eyes like you want to hate Will. What the fuck is it? You hate Lakeith Stanfield now? You hate Lakeith for playing that? No, you don't hate Lakeith, huh?
I don't hate him like how I hate Lawrence Fishburne.
Right.
I don't hate him like
right.
But like this him period. Like just with the whole I understand what Ben was saying when he said he would tell his son like that's how he came up in the struggle scheming and stuff.
Right.
It's just like I don't respect it. Like you you turned against your own people for a come up. Like,
What-
you got the money,
Mhm.
you got the gas station, you got all that, but. And I know it's alleged. I really think he probably did kill himself because his own guilt was probably eating him up. Because I don't think like towards the end when they show him like kind of start feeling guilty a little bit, but he still went along with it. It's like.
But see, this where I come in with that whole shit. Like the real side of it is this is why I don't think he killed himself, because if he really stood on that, like this was my role and he did the shit, he got paid for the shit, he would have been cool off of it.
Content.
Now if his whole thing, if he was manipulated this whole way, then that'd have been a totally different story. Then I can understand where you build empathy or you feel sympathetic about a situation that leads to you thinking of thoughts of suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if that ain't the case and you stood on your principles, like, look, this was my role in this how unfortunately this is what I did. So I feel like with that being said, him he got his money and all that. He avoided jail time, or any more jail time, whatever. It's like, all right, well, yeah, I can't believe. With that being said, I can't believe that he would that type of man would kill himself, like based off of that. Like, now again, in the film, it makes it seem like like he was kind of like leaning over to the the Black Panther side, just that your hand force in the film. That's what I don't know his whole story entirely, like what's true or not. We'll never know, honestly. But in the film, it seemed like his character was, he was leaning towards, like I remember he was like, yeah, he didn't want to kill him or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like they didn't really show that struggle, and like they gave him the pill or whatever, like, yeah, you gonna put this in a drink, and he wasn't gonna do it or whatever. And then we see him at the house, and he like, you want a drink of water, and then he walk off. That's all we see of it. Like, it didn't really dive into that. Like, think about the mental state of somebody. Like, if this is a psychopath and he doing this shit, it ain't like anytime you see a psychopath move, he ain't going through nothing. He do this shit, bang, you got it, now you did. But in this film, if he was really struggling with it, that was something that I would have liked to see in the film. Like, all right, if he really, because all they really showed, like, he had a little quick conversation, all that, and then he was like, all right, he did it, and then he dipped, like, and that was it. Like, I think it was a very good movie.
But do you think it would have made a difference if he was asleep or not?
No, because the cops was coming in there anyway.
Coming in to kill him.
Yeah, but see, that's the difference. Because that's the difference between the FBI and the cops. They not, you know what I'm saying? Like the cops had their own, vendetta against him. Like, you feel me? Against Fred Hampton. Like, think about it, to this day they shoot up his gravesite. They got changed. They said they got to fucking renew this shit every year because they shoot that shit up. Like, think motherfuckers that was even there during that time, probably not. Most of them probably not even alive anymore. So that's just like, like who the fuck coming? What old ass nigga coming up, going to a gravestone to go target practice on that exact tombstone? Like his mom and his son have to do that shit every year. Like, get a new one every year because somebody always shoot it up. Like, yeah, it is. But the film itself, like, I definitely liked it. I think there will be some awards handed out if they're not already. It might have been already, but I
love those two actors though. Like,
I do too.
Oh my goodness, like,
yeah. I think
I love when they do movies together. Like, I think they should do more.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, but I love both of them individually.
Whatever they did together.
Too. They did what you call?
Oh yeah, they had a little quick little. Yeah, they ain't really have an exchange though. Yeah, I get you though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like
that. People
that.
were saying that they think David Goliath was too old to play their role, but when I actually looked back and looked up for him, and he didn't look 21. Like, this nigga looked grown as shit.
They was living through the fucking struggle. That's why, nigga.
Them niggas ain't had haircuts and shit.
Niggas on your ass. You age you like you started to go.
Yeah, but no, Fred Hampton did look old. I never know he was like 20, 21, 22.
Look at everybody from that era. They all look kind of old. Like, they all look old as shit. Like, look at a picture of your grandma. Get a picture of your grandma and your grandpa right now. Like, they going like, what? I was 14. You like, what the fuck, grandma? Like,
dressed to everything.
And just like the facial features, like it's. But yeah, just the way that they try to paint Black history, like they try to like, there's so much shit that go on with that, and it's just like, yeah, nah. But I do think what's his name, Daniel Kaluuya? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think how old is he? I don't even know how old he is. I I like him in the role. I think he did pretty good.
I thought he was too old to play the role.
No, a lot of people were saying that.
He was too old to play Fred Hampton. But when I actually went back and looked it up, I'm like, even though, like, this how he looked. Like, he was older. He looked like he was older than 21. So I don't think
he actually looked younger than what Fred Hampton looked in real life.
Right.
That's debatable. I don't know.
Both of them niggas look old. Older than 21 anyway.
Yeah,
like
way older than 21.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I read something that a lot of people had online, which is like really a big thing right now that I didn't know was a thing. But a lot of these actors are coming from like overseas, like London and UK, and they be taking a lot of these roles. So a lot of black people feel like, yo, like you know how many like iconic roles of black people that you probably don't even know that's from the UK.
I didn't. Yeah.
One day I stumbled across shit, you know, and I'm like, yo, I was bad for some of the people. Like I was bad for. I was like, get the fuck, no fucking way. Like it's a lot of people you don't even like. A lot of people don't even know. Like,
I didn't know the boy from Snowfall.
Yeah, like like British.
Yeah.
It's a lot of motherfuckers with Daniel Kaluuya, British, like
all American.
British, like like crazy, right?
About Idris Elba.
I ain't know when I watched The Wire. I didn't know.
Nobody knew back then. We didn't know back then.
He started get the fuck out of here. Like it's a lot of people that's like that. They're just like, yo, like when the hell did you like what?
Cross over.
They good, but it's a whole thing with that because like I said, like because they coming over from there to take, you know, it's already not a lot of black roles in general, so they come over and then they take it. But the crazy part about it is they coming over here because there ain't a lot of black roles over there. So it's like a whole, you know, revolving thing. I didn't know it was a whole thing until I came across of it. But yeah, but if you haven't seen the movie, I think it's definitely a dope watch. You should definitely watch it. It had me, you know, I was Googling everything. I was in looking up like the gang that they was going at it with. I'm looking up shit on them and shit. Like like the other
I didn't know that Fred Hampton really started in first. Before he came to Chicago, he was in Cali. He was in California first. I didn't know that until
with Dewey and them, right?
Yeah,
with, Dewey. No, Huey Newton. Yeah, said Dewey. I don't know. I'm tripping. My mind somewhere else, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely a decent watch. I think anybody, if you're interested in like, even if you're not interested in that, like it's a piece of history. Yeah. So it definitely opened up a lot of windows for me, like Googling different type of shit though. Like, but definitely. Which I rate that movie? Let's get on to 10.
I give it an 8.5.
I give it an 8. I feel like it was too short though. For me, like I feel like
I should have been one of them doing long ass movies. Like
it wasn't that, like they need more movies.
You got an extra 45 minutes to that.
Be like 3 hours straight. Like
the Temptations.
I don't want it. If it ain't 3 hours or more, I don't want it.
That shit definitely crazy. Like it's definitely man, I don't know, but we got a sponsor though.
So our sponsor for this month is PS is Natural. PS is Natural is a family brand committed to provide natural hair and beard care products you can trust. Their lightweight, versatile formulas are for all hairstyles and hair types. PS is Natural have products for the entire family and truly believes it's not just hair. Visit their website, www.psisnaturalllc.com, and use our code UNRPOD for 20% off your first purchase. Also, follow them on Instagram at psisnatural_LLC.
Yes, sir. You want a beard like mine's? PS is Natural. You know what I'm saying? You like me.
Check them out.
But y'all want to get into some silly shit now?
Yes.
So, I've been trying to force this topic on y'all for a minute now. Okay. I ain't never get to use it, so now I'm gonna use it. So the question of the day is... Drum roll.
I know, we need this.
How do you break up with someone whose birthday is approaching?
Start an argument.
You starting?
That's the obvious joke. I'm already gonna call you on your bullshit. See, you only acting funny because you know my birthday coming up, but it's cool though.
I feel like that's the best way. Like you gotta start an argument, then you gotta have a reason not to talk to them for the rest of the day. Like I just need some time to myself.
No, you don't start an argument. What you do is you blow something out of proportion. So you take something so small, act like it really fucked you up. Like, act like it really fucked you
See,
over.
that shit ain't gonna work either.
That's not gonna work.
Unless it's something serious that y'all already had an issue on.
This actually is a touchy subject for me, actually. I actually was ghosted.
It should be a touchy subject for anybody. Like,
I was ghosted a day before my birthday.
oh,
So
shit,
I was really like,
they ain't get you
I
nothing for your
was falling in love
birthday.
with this bitch. I swear, everything I love.
She panicked. She ain't get you nothing for your birthday.
All day I'm thinking
Panic.
like, yo, she ain't even say happy birthday to me.
Oh, shit.
I can't hit her first. Like, my heart was
'Cause it's your
pounding,
birthday,
bro.
yeah, right.
Dude, the very next day, bro,
Talk
after
about it, King.
she still ain't hit me up, bro. She didn't answer the phone. She didn't answer no texts. She didn't answer me until like a week later. She texted me and said, I will call you soon.
Oh, shit.
I'm
And
like,
that was it. And
don't
she
come
never
in.
called.
Damn.
I've never seen her since that day, bro.
She ain't even block. That's drawing. She didn't even block you. Like, she could at least
She
block
just
you. Like,
unfollowed me.
Damn.
dying.
Like,
She
They got a
unfollowed
show
you,
for
so
that.
you
They got a
still get to
show for
see her.
that.
Like,
I still
Hey,
didn't
you
see
like you
her.
up on the show?
dying.
show called Ghosted, yeah.
I ain't never watched it. I heard about it.
swear,
Yeah,
bro.
I ain't never
Wait,
watched it
touch
though.
the person so y'all can figure out
I ain't
what
never watched it
happened.
though. I heard about it
I
though.
day
did watch
before
that
my
shit. It's
birthday.
funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. The day before, like, damn, like.
crazy.
She could have did. Damn, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah, she could have let
She a
me go at
professional.
least a week in advance.
Right,
Like,
she
damn.
probably just looked like, oh shit, this nigga
I could
birthday.
have found a replacement
Damn,
move for the night. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that definitely a fuck up a joint, especially when that's all you had. Like, that's the
all-
only joint
I
you
was,
got.
I was loving her, bro. Like,
So wait,
I was loving it.
let me ask y'all: did y'all ever have to break up with somebody for their, or had that thought to break up with somebody
yes,
for
I
their
had
birthday?
that thought plenty of times.
How far in advance was it, or how close to their birthday was it?
It was like a couple days.
See, yeah, you ain't shit, Lee. Did you go through with it?
No, we didn't break up, but
Did you get him something?
no.
Damn.
Oh, so y'all
It's just
broke
his
up
words.
after that then,
We
huh?
broke up.
Yeah, like you
It
ain't
was
give me
like
nothing, like
immediately after, but-
yeah, you ain't give me nothing for my birthday. All right, you're done. Like you ain't,
You're
you
done.
ain't giving a box or nothing.
No.
Oh yeah, you're done. You ain't
Damn.
tripping now, man. I ain't get a
Damn.
gift. I ain't even get no. I ain't get none of the cookie,
No
nothing.
ass.
Like nothing. Oh yeah, nah. Like,
Damn.
no cheeks, nothing. Like that's it. Like yeah, nah. I'm see. I used to in my last relationship, well, one of my past relationships. We used to get in an argument always right before my birthday, and I don't know if it was summertime or is it because my birthday. I ain't never, I couldn't tell which one it was, but it was conveniently enough
When your
always had
birthday,
right
bro?
before my birthday, June 23rd.
It's a mixture of both.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
June
school letting out. It's
23rd,
just
that's-
like
woo,
right. It's just
that's
a good
peak summer,
time.
too.
Like yeah, like it's like right there. Like now I can plan my summer out. It's like right in a good joint. So I don't ever know, but I actually came into that situation before, and it was like we had plans. Like I'm talking about plans.
Damn.
Like, and that's just like how the fuck I'm about to do. Like I'm like a whole asshole if I like basically we had like a whole group couple dinner situation.
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
so now if I gotta break this, like I'm like mind you, like it's like one whole big check that's going in. So my money is included in the number. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like yo, it's like so much shit that's going. I'm gonna fuck up if I had to go through this shit. But it's like yo, I really don't want to be here. Like I don't want to go through with it. Like I really need to break this off. But it's like yo, I'm really about to be an asshole because first of all, it was like a planned trip to DC. Like
Sheesh.
planned trip to DC that was like everybody money on that was for the ride was everybody money was supposed to be up like all like everything was it was 6 of us so it was like all right yeah y'all two them two us two all right I'm sorry it was 8 of us we was the you know the other whatever like, but it was for her birthday though like it was for her birthday so it was like yo how the fuck am I gonna get out of this shit like because I really didn't want to go like like it was like yo this shit is like it just so happened to like you know, we got into an argument, right? And this shit like I'm about to break. I can't wait to like be
It's
done
one
with this
thing-
shorty.
it's one
Like
thing,
I can't
man.
wait to be done with shorty. So then she like so we go a couple days without speaking, and then she like what the hell did she do? I think she texted me like
What's up with your money for the trip?
yeah like and that shit was just like. It's like what? Like hold up. First of all, I don't even want to like.
It's
like
one
you
thing
said, I don't
to be
even want to
fake with
go.
her,
Like
but to be
yeah,
fake with her
but that's
friends
what happened
and
next.
shit.
Look. So that's what happened next.
I would hate
Her
that.
homegirl called me. Her
Oh.
homegirl and her boyfriend, whatever. They called me and shit. Like yeah, yeah, blah blah blah. You know, like yeah, you said you been in DC before. like, you know, da da da. Yeah, we should all do this, that, and the third. We want to surprise her, like, and that shit, like, yo, like. Damn. I want to say like, yo, look, man, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like,
we might not make it.
Yeah, like, so, but it's like I ain't tell it to her yet, so I can't tell them like,
right.
Yo, it ain't because I ain't even break it to her yet. So it's like, how the fuck do I do? Like, I really was in a situation like, yo, I really don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like,
what did you do?
I ended up fucking going like
you was
miserable
faking
the
shit.
whole fucking trip.
You was faking shit,
bro. I was faking shit though.
Shit.
Like I wasn't.
That's the worst.
I was nonchalant. I was fucking the whole trip up. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I fucked the whole trip up. 'Cause the whole time I'm like nonchalant with everything. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess like yo, even the waiter can feel the energy. He like, yo, you want dessert? I mean, it is what it is. Like, right. He like, yo, this nigga wants some. I'm
gonna just get your tab.
Yeah, like, yo, it's like I was fucking up everything the whole time down there. Like, yeah,
yo,
like,
me a funky ass energy on my trip.
But it's just like, yo, what would like? I mean, I don't know. Like, me now, I definitely would. Looking back, I would have broke it up. Mind you, we wasn't even together for real. Like, it was just somebody I was dating.
No, I definitely wasn't going.
It was somebody I was dating, but I've been dating her for a long. Like I said, we've been on double dates together. So it was like, yo, I gotta kind of like, you know, like, damn. And the trip was partially my idea. So now it's like, yo, like I didn't guess it. Like I got myself in the whole situation. Like, so it's like, yo, how would you now, like, if somebody say your the birthday is the one that's coming up, y'all got a trip planned to fucking Mexico.
It's my biggest fear.
Yo, like, you got a trip planned to Mexico, and this shit just like. I mean, I don't know. When you, I want to say if you the person whose birthday coming up, you probably got tunnel vision, so you don't see the breakup even as a thing, like, because you only worrying about your birthday, like, you feel me? So it's like
whatever's happening, we gonna work it out.
Like Bang was saying, like, yo, damn, I can't call her. It's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. Like, you're not even thinking about that. You thinking about, yo, man, I can't wait till everything gonna be good, because once we get to fucking Cancun,
right?
Yeah, I mean, we gonna get that water. We gonna be cool. Like, so how do you think somebody that's gonna, like, how would you think you would feel in that situation? Like,
if you was the person,
your birthday approaching, yeah, your birthday approaching, yeah, like, tell me that won't fuck up your whole trip.
I mean, as long as he already put his money up, you ain't getting it back. Like, listen, you ain't getting your money back. Like,
first of all, I would have had a better trip. I'd have had a better trip if you didn't go.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
Or you
my friends probably made sure I was good. They would have pushed me to have more fun. I probably would have met somebody.
But what if it's a situation like I had, like it's a double date situation? Now you ain't. Like, you gotta find somebody that's gonna play they way to the same situation.
Like, friend.
Right, like,
listen, it's
so it's gonna be you and your friend and then everybody else and they boyfriend.
And she won't be the third wheel because they both.
Oh yeah, because they together.
Both gonna be dolo solo.
See, two men can't do that. We gonna look
two niggas can't do
stupid.
Dummy. That's why men need female friends. That's why men need female friends.
Stupid as shit. Like, me and Bang show up to the show. Like,
she stood me and she broke up with me. So you brung Reese? The fuck? Nigga?
This gonna be dumb as shit.
Like, no, Reese?
We in the same fucking room and it's romantic as hell.
Cancel fucking reservations. Well, y'all dumbass be sitting next to each other. With candlelight and shit.
We playing together and shit. Like, yo, like, all that shit dumb. Like, yo, we just, it's a romantic, all the excursions and shit is for two. Like,
damn, we got dumbass gonna get on the horse together.
Yo, we on the ATV beyond each other and shit on the ATV. Like, like, no, that shouldn't be horrible. That'd be a horrible idea. Like, yo, like, listen, bro, we gotta go find some hoes or something. Like, this shit ain't it. Like, no, like,
y'all gotta keep leaving the group.
Right, like, keep them on.
When they do the activities, we gotta go do something different. We're gonna go with them to eat.
Like, yeah, nah, this shit ain't it, man. This shit ain't it, man. This shit gonna be romantic as hell.
Only two girls can do that.
Right, like, two niggas can't get away with nothing.
If a man bring his friend, it gotta be a female friend.
Yo,
like, it can't be another nigga. Like, man,
listen, I went to my man.
Trip with me.
Listen, so I went to my homie wedding, which was originally supposed to be me and my ex. So last minute, you know, we break up or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, all right. So but it was like months before the wedding and shit. So but the money already due for the, you know, the money already was paid in. So I just lost like a deposit or whatever. I ain't paid the whole situation. So I got some of my money back. So when I go to the wedding, he like, all right, well, you just gonna be in the room with my cousin. I'm like, all right, cool. So when we was in the room, that's when shit was like awkward as hell. Like, yo, we the only two niggas that's like single niggas. Everybody else is there with their wife or their girlfriend, whatever. We the only two single niggas here. Like, yo, this shit definitely awkward as hell. Like,
if Shorty would have went with you, bored and fucking done.
Like, yo, it was just like, yeah, we just in this joint. Like, all right, yo, you trying to go over here to see what's up? Let's go see what's on this side. Like, everybody pairing off with they cut. Like, yeah, I'm here with my girl. Like, damn, like, bro, you trying to go see what's going on? And then, like I said, the resort was romantic as hell. Like, it's like designed for just couples. So if you come there with your homie or something, you look mad awkward. Like, it's like, yeah, this shit ain't, this ain't it. Like, so definitely, I don't know. But to close that off, I think there's no easy way to do it. But like in that scenario, now imagine same scenario, trip plan, everything, but he paid for the trip, or she paid for the trip. Bang, it's your birthday, but she paid for the trip. Y'all break up.
The trip already paid for it though?
Yeah.
I'm rocking.
No.
No, they paid for everything.
No, she not. Like, if I make a trip, we break up, bitch, I don't know what you gonna do. Like, the fuck? Like, yeah, it's paid for. I'm going to fucking Cancun now. Like, I don't know what you gonna do for your birthday. Like,
that's one of the reasons why if I was going to trip with somebody, I'd be like, no, just give me the money. I'll book everything. Like,
right.
That's my card.
But it might have been a surprise though. It could have been a surprise.
Nah,
like, yo, look, he's like, look, babe, I
me.
surprised you for your birthday, huh? Look, tickets to fucking Cancun, tickets to DR. Like, we going like. Tickets to, I don't know, what's a romantic, Aruba sound like romantic, I don't know. Aruba sound romantic, I don't fucking know. Like, yeah, we going to Aruba now, like, what's up, Day? Like,
it's very rare that I'll have somebody book everything, because I'm picky about where I stay at anyway.
If she paid for the trip already, then that means she already booked me.
No, she could cancel your reservation for the flight.
She can reservation for the flight. She can cancel the fucking hotel.
I'd rather lose my money before I let you come out here.
I believe in revenge. I'd have made a personal vendetta against that bro. You tripping. I'd have been trying to get my fucking get back.
I was say it's all about being petty and book your own joint and show up there anyway. Like, you thought you gonna have fun without me,
right.
Like, nah, bitch, I'm here. I'm here.
And then not only that, you gotta show up with somebody else too.
Right, like you talking about like who that? Yeah, this my new bae. It's cool. I ain't worried about you. Like,
I was already fucking her anyway.
Yo, like I definitely do that. Like, first of all, that's what I'm doing. Like, if that was a situation, like I'm not. You think you thought I was gonna cancel this? Cause no, that's dead. Nah, I'm gonna find Keisha from Front Street. Like we going like, and Keisha never been nowhere. So yeah, like
Keisha gonna act up.
Like I said, Keisha definitely gonna act up. Like she gonna act up.
And she gonna be DTF everywhere.
Every shit where I feel uncomfortable about it. Like, oh wait, like we had the fucking.
You sure, Keisha?
Yeah, like we had the hibachi grill.
That's all you had to say. Say less.
Shit be crazy. Shit fucking on vacation is something definitely different. Well, it's supposed to be different. Like I don't know if everybody got that experience, but you know, like shit definitely be. It's like when you in a hotel, like. You know, you gotta do all the extra shit. Like I gotta get my fucking 179. Like, I gotta get all my last dimes out of this joint. Like that's how it is. Like on a vacation, like shit, we done paid $1,100 for this shit, bitch.
Real shit.
We gonna fuck 1,100 times. Like
he said, we going 1,100 times.
I don't know. Yeah, that's OD. But yeah, I think it's definitely. I think it takes a special type of person to like be able to break up with somebody right before their birthday. Like.
Yeah, because I think every time I thought about it, I think I didn't do it until after.
Yeah, you held on to it.
But I probably didn't do what I originally would have done for their birthday, but I still did something just to be like, friend zoned you on your birthday. Like, damn, what kind of gift was this?
I break up before Christmas or some shit like that. Like, I break up for a holiday or some other shit. Yeah, like. But like, from the time that you give me your number, I don't celebrate holidays. Right? Yeah, you already good. You already good.
I get a disclaimer from the
you already good. Valentine's. I would break up on Valentine's Day. Like, even if we got plans, cancel all that shit, bitch. I'm not coming. Like, I'm good. Like, you made me mad. Now I'm gonna make your ass mad. Like, it's good. It's over. Like, it's over. I'm
what
good.
If it was your fault?
That's different than like I'm apologetic. If it's my fault, I'm apologetic. But yeah, nah. But that's neither. You know, I mean, break up with y'all situations before their birthday. Like, fuck what they talking about. That's what y'all saying, right?
Right.
That's what you saying, Lee, right?
Yeah.
Or we got
it gotta be a grace period of time. Like you can't after a certain while. Like it can't be like within a month before your birthday. No, that's too. 2 weeks. It gotta be like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Once you're in that 2 week grace period, you can't break up with somebody before their birthday.
That's time for me to find somebody else to go on a trip.
Nah, because I don't want you to go on a trip with nobody else.
I'm going with my girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't want you to go on a trip with nobody else. So
Right.
that's how I want you to just have to cancel the whole thing. Like honestly, like even though we broke up, like I still want you to be. I want you to be miserable. I'm that guy. I want you to be. I want you to be missing me. Like I want you to see the difference. Like, see, I told you I was chilling. Like, you know, you gotta be fuck with these type of niggas. Like, I'm that type of dude. Like,
I'm gonna find a way to go on the trip, and you gonna see every picture,
you gonna see everything,
every story. And I don't even like posting when I'm on vacation, but you gonna get everything.
It's all about you putting them in your close friends.
That's the that's the ultimate savage move. When you put her in your close friends,
because you see that green joint on anything, you gonna click on that.
Anybody got a green joint, you click on that joint.
Let me see. This my Aunt Stacy. Let me see what she talking about in the fucking green, in the close friends. Like, ex switching the close friends is doing some wild shit. You just like, see, I know this bitch before. See, I be mad as shit. Like, yo, mad as shit. Like, but your phone blocked, but you block them on the. Listen, y'all, block them on the phone, but put them in your close friends.
Block them on the phone.
Piss somebody the fuck off. Like, yo,
that's the ultimate savage move.
You getting all this spam reported. Like, that's it. Like, that is it. But y'all want let's get into this this Frankie Franklin thingy thing.
GP, are you with me?
Yo, so if you haven't heard or not, recently Kurt Franklin he got into it with his son, right? It was his son, and his son decided to record the conversation
after antagonizing him.
Yeah, well, let me just tell him the regular story, right? That his son decided to record this conversation of his dad, quote unquote cursing him out on the phone, and he uploaded to the social media, and went wild with the thing. Now, can one of y'all pull up the video? Let's see if we can play the video.
I'm gonna break your motherfucking neck, nigga.
Let's see if we can.
Let me see. I definitely had it somewhere. I feel like if we search it, it's gonna come up.
I think I might. I think I just.
We're gonna get it for y'all.
Oh wait, I think I got it.
There we go.
You got it?
It's coming.
I think I got it right here. It's cool. I got it.
Already played?
Oh wait.
I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm home. I did it.
What are you telling you gonna break his neck, Dad?
Yo.
He just hung up the phone.
Yo. So, first and foremost, what are y'all thoughts on this whole just the whole curse out in general? Like, what y'all think happened? Because we don't really get no context for the video at all. Like,
I don't know. It's his son, so I feel like the kids know how to press your buttons. Yeah. So he definitely said something to get him to that point.
He's antagonizing.
The conversation ain't start like that. You could already tell it didn't start like that. But I definitely feel like they was already just having some type of argument, and he just recorded it what his dad said.
And we appreciate Kurt apologizing, but he ain't need to.
He ain't had to.
Like,
I didn't see that apology.
Yeah,
see, somebody pull up.
Yeah.
See if you can pull up the apology. I think, like, first of all, when I read it, like, before I clicked on the video, I read the caption. It was like, yeah, he cursing our son. I'm expecting his son to be like a little 16-year-old, you know what I mean? Like, some shit like, this nigga 33, he my age. Like, yo, like, he my age. Like, I'm like, wait, what? Like, so you have an argument with another grown man is basically what's going on. That's what I gathered from it. But then, of course, I started second thinking and really think into it and think about it, like, you know what? This is actually considered a form of abuse, verbal abuse. And I'm thinking, like, 33, like, okay, I don't expect me or any of my peers to be, like, I would clown you if you told me, like, yeah, my dad, if this was you and you upload your dad, I would be clowning you for that. You know what I mean? But, however, we don't know the dynamic of him and his father's relationship.
Well, we kind of do. They got history.
So it's like what's their history?
Like they always had like beef. They always had problems.
This is the first time I ever heard of it though. But
it was old though. But like they had problems.
Since he was like a teenager, maybe like 15, 16 or something.
Problems
they were trying
about
to like go to therapy and do all that stuff.
Okay.
I forgot exactly what it was about, but they've been trying to like repair their relationship and it just got worse.
He just got daddy issues. That's all.
Right.
All that
But even with all that being said, so Kurt Franklin, he might have been talking to his child like this for a long time.
Right.
Now, when I started to look at that aspect of it, that's when I started to see what a lot of other people were saying. Like, all right, this may be a form of abuse because the way I look at it is like I don't think anybody should talk to their child in that manner, no matter how old your child is. Like me personally, like all right, so me and my father, we don't see the eye to eye. Like I choose not to speak to my dad,
right.
But we could very easily get into a conversation like this. Like I got animosity built up in me for it. Like I got energy, you know, they say I got energy built just specifically for that nigga somewhere in my heart. Like, yo, and I unlock that shit and it'll unleash and it'll be a situation like this, you know what I'm saying? But it's still like if I got into it with my son or my daughter this way, I would feel wrong for it. I feel like a lot of people got online, they're like, yo, I ain't see nothing wrong with it, right? I ain't see nothing wrong. Cool, like, but I'm looking at like if however old fucking Kurt Franklin is talking to his 33-year-old son. At that point of time, y'all arguing like this is like you know what I mean? It's like right. However, still with that being your child, it kind of like It's a little old, it's overdoing it, especially if you have respect for your child, like you got respect for your child at that age. Like we probably talked to your mom and your dad probably talked to y'all totally different as an adult versus how they talk to you as a child. Because as a child, they probably belittled you in some sense, or they talk down to you in some sense. You know, like yo, grow up at your age, shit like that. But whereas when you have a conversation, when you have an argument or disagree with them as an adult, the language and everything probably it should curve. It should be a little different, handled a little different because you have a different set of different kind of respect for your said child or your parents. So when I hear this when I hear this how he talking to him, it's like, oh yeah, well we all go through that. Then when I found out he's 33, I started to look at it totally different now. Now I'm looking like, you know what? This is actually wild. And like now, however, we get halfway into the conversation, so we don't know what the hell, like how the shit started. We don't know what his son said to him, like whatever. Like you said, Leah, like your kids know how to push your buttons. However, your parents know how to push your buttons too, right back. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I could tell you is, I was just recently talking about something like this recently. I talked about people that have short tempers, and then people that are outspoken are two of the easiest people to manipulate. And I seen this happen a lot of times, and the reasons why I think it is, for one, somebody who's outspoken, they'll never bite their tongue in no situation. So all you gotta do is be put in a situation where when you speak. So let's say all right, so my ex of mine, she used to get into it with this dude at her job, right? So she's very outspoken. So she used to get into it with this dude at her job that she worked with or whatever, right? They just go back and forth, whatever, that's then a third. So, but he would never address anything until they get around the supervisors. And when they get around the supervisors, he calm. He would talk to her in a calm manner, speaking manner and everything. And what she do? She yelling. She looking crazy in front of the supervisor. So it will always look like she was the one that was wilding out, even though she had reasons for this or whatever. Like even when like she said, she would approach him after this. He would argue with her and all that. But whenever the supervisor around, that's when he calm, and that's where he bring the shit up at. And I'm like, I started to realize, like when she's come tell me this shit, I'm like, yo, you ever think that he's doing this on purpose because he know you're not gonna he gonna say something that's gonna get under your skin or whatever, and you're gonna respond to that. Now the same thing with people that have an anger issue, like same thing. Like, oh, I know if I poke you enough, you're going to come back with all this extra energy. And now if I'm just sitting here poking you like this, just poking you, to somebody who not paying attention, they don't know what happened. They just hear you just snap like, yo, why the fuck is you touching me? You like, yo, yo,
Calm
why
down,
she,
boss.
yeah, like, yeah, they were just cool 5 seconds ago, but it's just like, that's why I look at this situation. It's like, yo, either one could have been been the antagonizer. Now, I think it might have been his son, because why the fuck you decided to record the shit like
that's exactly
midway through the conversation? You know what I'm saying?
My
Like,
whole thing is like, y'all had this estranged relationship for almost 15 years, so I feel like playing devil's advocate, because again, like you said, people that I don't know if Kirk Franklin is really an outspoken person besides him doing music.
right.
Like, I've never seen him, like, I don't know who that man from Can of
And
Paint
be
for
addicted
as
to
a
porn.
person.
But go ahead.
But well, I but I'm just saying, like, as far as like being outspoken and all that, I don't know if he got a real temper problem, nothing like that. For real, I don't have a temper problem, but I will snap if somebody's, doing something to me the wrong way. Like, I have a lot of patience until I just be like, listen, I'm not taking this shit no more.
Right.
So we don't know if for all this time he probably maybe wasn't really saying much to his son or whatever the case may be, and maybe just recently he like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna respect nobody that don't respect me. Like, and it's like with that situation, I feel like people were more so from the church, of course, saying, oh, you a man of God, you shouldn't be talking like that. But I feel like people get that aspect messed up, because like, just because somebody go to church and they're a man of God, that they're still human, they're still people.
I mean, I'm perfect. Yeah.
He not perfect. So you gotta
And
think
that's
that
what he
this is
said in
his
his
son,
apology.
regardless if he don't like him or respect him. He probably still love him. He like, yo, this is my son, and he really trying to like fuck me over. Like, I really feel like he put that out there to try to like do what he been trying to do.
No,
to
hurt him.
To hurt him.
Right.
To hurt him.
So it's like after somebody keep trying to hurt you, and he probably like still trying to follow God. We don't know their private conversation. He probably still be praying for this boy.
But he said it in his apology. He said that whole conversation, they had the therapist on the phone, like they was talking before then, like, but he didn't record that part. He waited till the therapist hung up and they were still on the phone.
I mean,
you know what I mean, like,
I feel like
he was
that
just pissing.
again. I that can still be. All right, so someone who is famous, like more famous or whatever, and they like, they got listeners, they got followers, they kind of got the power to paint the narrative. Like, if the person that's more famous, they say this happened, most people gonna believe that side of the story. So with that being said, no one knows who Kurt Franklin's son is, but they call him Kurt Franklin's son. So no one knows who he is. So to all us, of course, we are familiar with Kurt Franklin. So you're going to gravitate towards that side of the story, because again, you don't know this other person. But that's where I think we really don't know anything about this situation at all. Like, it's really a family affair. Like, it's like, it's like some family shit. Like, families got some
weird shit.
Some families got some weird shit going on with them. Like, you can see it. Like, I got family members that fight fight each other all the time, and then like, all right, let's go to McDonald's. Like, y'all fucking retarded. Like, I hope they ain't gonna know I'm talking about them, but y'all fucking retarded. Like, shit. Like it's like, yo, like it's. We talked about family in here before, didn't we? Yes. I feel like we got into it, and
basically what the son was mad about. Well, one of the things the son was mad about was the fact that Kirk got remarried, and he felt like him and his new family just forgot about him, or whatever case may be. So that could be one of the reasons. But even still, I just feel like that's just nutty to do. Like, keep that between you and your family. You gonna record it and put it out there for everybody to listen and see. And I understand. Like, personally, I hope I would never get to the point where I'm arguing like that and talking that way to my son.
Right.
But once it gets to the point where you trying to continue, it's toxic after a while. And after a while, you let it go. So yeah, you might still pray for this person and still love them, but you don't fucking like them. And that's how you talk to somebody that you really don't like, and then they keep pressing your buttons and making it seem like, oh, they know that you trying to be a man of God. They know that what path you're on with God, and you this public figure. So they doing everything to bring something else out of you. So it's like, I can understand getting pushed to that point, even if you don't really want to be there. And I understand that's his son, but it's like, listen, I'll still put my foot in your ass. Like, I can understand it. Like,
for sure.
I don't feel like he said anything wrong in that aspect. I didn't really look at it more so as abuse. It was kind of like somebody that just got pushed too far.
But see, I'm not giving Kurt the benefit of the doubt. Like, I think that he's talked to his son multiple occasions in that way. Like, I feel like that's not something that was.
I'm not doubting that neither. But I think it was for a good reason, though.
But my thing is like
you never curse somebody out and felt like that was a good. They deserved it.
However, that curse out was in me. Like, you didn't put those curse words into my vocabulary. You didn't discover the word bitch ass nigga when I started talking to you.
Right.
No, like you've been
But
saying this.
But what you mean though? Like he said he's not perfect. He said
I'm just saying like this is verbiage you've used before, and obviously
Of course.
you probably use it on his son. Like,
he didn't even say
nah.
He sounded like he was on the altar preaching a little bit. Like I was
Right,
like,
he didn't
He's a preacher. He's supposed to say like that. Like
he didn't sound like he didn't sound like he
you know how
cursed.
you might hear somebody talking so professional and then something might happen and they sound like they straight came from North Philly or something like that. He didn't sound like that. He sound like you
It's
said
still
like he was
still.
about the Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 16.
Did you see somebody put that on the beat? Somebody put his cursing on the
they
beat.
did.
Yo.
That's exactly what it
I was
sounded
cracking the fuck up. Dog, it came out just like that. You
did.
you nut ass nigga. Like
You bitch ass. Yeah, he was cursing. He was cursing like he didn't know how to curse. Like
Yeah, he didn't sound like
Yo,
that.
like-
I don't know if that's
I don't
verbiage that he actually used. Because that if it is,
Yeah, but I think cursing
that's like how you try to always be patient with your toddler. You keep trying to be patient with your toddler. So you just do that one thing that you know is gonna get him. Like I did not.
No, that's what
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like
You just gotta how to curse and you don't know
Yeah.
how to put that shit together yet.
He probably use it every now and then because you know he get a reaction out of him in that
Right.
way. Like you know what I
goddamn
mean?
mother dick.
He said, "You bitch, I'll break your motherfucking neck, nigga."
Don't you ever talk to me like that again. Dog, like,
Respect me.
yeah.
He was tripping, bro. He was
Yeah.
all over the place with that
Yeah,
joint.
like,
I really
it
wish-
just sound like whatever he said out of his mouth, he just wanted to hurt his feelings. Like
Yeah.
he didn't have no direction with his
He
curse
probably
words.
said that's why your last album flopped.
break your motherfucking neck.
and you fucking lost the verses. Fuck you talking about? Like, got it right up out of here. Like,
Everybody.
nah, yeah, I don't know. I can't give him the benefit of the doubt, but I won't, demonize him too. I just put it under we don't really know
No,
the
Kurt
whole
was
scope
cool,
of the
bro.
situation. Like, listen, because I do think this, like, if that's how he talked to his son, that shit is crazy. Like my neighbor now, she be cursing at her fucking kid, like cursing bad. Her kids, they can't be the oldest can't be no older than 5. Like, they be playing. She was in there. Did I tell y'all dumbasses to sit the fuck down?
I know
what
people
the
like
fuck?
that too. That's
Mind you,
not a-
this is a neighbor. Like, the windows is closed and shit. I'm hearing this shit through the wall. Like, that's how bad it is. It's like, yeah, it's nah. I don't think no one should use that type of language with their children. Like, it's just, I don't think it's healthy at all. Like, but hey,
Y'all think he should be canceled?
who, Kurt Franklin?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is
No,
he even
hell
active
no.
with anything? Like,
No, but people
Yeah,
talking cancel Kirk Franklin, stop all the streaming, and I'm like, well, wait,
What
first of
are
all,
you
I ain't
tripping?
streaming Kirk Franklin song in a long time.
right? Like,
I was
I only know that one joint. And I don't even know it unless it come on. Like, like I know the choir. That's it. Like, I don't know what he said. I just
I know a
know
lot of Kirk Franklin.
Book of Revelations Part 1, and that's it. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else he say during that. Like, and he got the other joint Stump. That's it. Like, that's all I fucking know, bro.
You know a lot of Kurt Franklin songs. I'm gonna get another one.
I don't.
What's that joint? Imagine Me.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't.
And,
How I go? Don't know it.
What's
Yeah,
the joint that
y'all
the
choosing the
recent
wrong
joint
one.
that
I
was
really
just,
don't know,
It was
but-
just popping like last summer. What's that joint called? Smile, don't forget smile.
That's my-
How we go?
Which one?
Smile.
Smile.
Even when I hurt you.
I'm the only one who don't know this song. Like, I never heard this shit. Like,
I'm
I've
about to tell you
never-
right now,
Not right
bro.
here, not right now, because we got to put this on YouTube.
It's
We got to put this on YouTube. Yeah. No. We can talk about it later. We can listen to it later though. But they ain't really.
No, Kirk got a lot of hits though.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell you, like, none of them.
got hits,
besides
bro.
the one. I don't even know the name of it. What's the name of that? Revolution? Is it Do You Want Revolution? Oh, yeah, he do say that. All right, yeah. Look, I don't be really.
Take Me to the King.
That's him.
Tamala
That's
Man.
it. He got a version of it. They ain't his song. No, they don't count. Like, they don't count. But no, but yeah, to sum it all, I think it's more to that story. Like, it's a reason why his son decided to do that. At 33, I think somebody had tweeted. It was like, yo, he uploaded a video of his dad calling him bitch ass nigga, and it was like that's something that a bitch ass nigga would do. Like,
Real
yeah,
shit.
like, but yeah, like I think that's crazy. But again, like, I think it's probably more to the whole story. So I guess you got to kind of just wait. His sister actually put out a video recently saying that like he complaining, he crying but he lived this lavish lifestyle, whatever this
By
all
his
his whole
dad.
life.
That's all I'm saying. You see him in the video, he looked healthy.
Yeah,
He look like you're eating good.
yeah, like, I don't know, but he 33.
You look like you're wanting for
man,
nothing.
Like, yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
Damn,
I'm sure you was set up right.
Damn, 33 and be going through it like that. Like,
Right.
I hope he okay. I hope he find whatever help he need, and or his dad. I hope he find whatever help he need. If he the one, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you never really. You never really know, especially with these celebrities, like they be having all types of dumb shit going on though. Like, I don't know, but y'all want to get into this last little? We just did the question of the day, but fuck it, we got a bonus question.
We got a bonus.
Bonus question of the day. Do y'all believe lack of attention can cause you to fall out of love with
Yes.
someone?
Yes.
Dang, I ain't let me finish the thing.
Don't even matter.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you say hell yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, have you ever happened to you?
Yes.
Both of y'all?
Yes.
Damn. I ain't ever experienced this before.
No.
I'm not lack of attention. Maybe the
like if the lack of attention comes from maybe you start a new job, you switch careers or something like that, and maybe we're not spending a lot of time together.
Oh, you nutty for that then. You won't leave a nigga while he trying to get his life together? Like,
I feel like that is the only aspect where I feel
oh, all right,
but
all
if
right.
nothing's changing, you just kind of like maybe we
So,
drifting apart.
so can
No.
y'all speak on y'all, you know, how it happened to y'all? Or y'all want this too? Aaliyah, like, listen, that wound still
enough.
open.
It just wasn't enough
The wound
attention.
not still open.
Like,
Like, they listen.
All right, so what? Like, what you mean? Like, she
just wasn't-
died down to attention, or
No, it
it
was-
wasn't in general in the beginning? Like,
I mean, yeah, no,
you
it
dating
just,
potential, huh?
no, I wasn't
Yeah,
dating.
we-
I actually wasn't dating potential.
Oh, all
this
right.
time.
No, you was dating the potential of having more attention, like, you know,
No,
like,
no. I think it kind of dumbed down. I think it just got too comfortable. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Well, and I could say it was the wrong type of attention. I felt like after a while, in a certain point in the relationship, I felt like we was more friends than lovers. You know what I mean? You want to have a good balance, but
okay.
it was too friendly. It was. I didn't like how she acted in public. Not saying that she did something
ain't show
ill will to
affection.
me. It just I didn't feel like I was her man in public. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, you know what I mean? I ain't saying you gotta be all up on me and like grab me and kiss me so the whole
nigga,
room can know, but it's
the
a way that you, a lady
The last
literally-
episode you said be on your dick. We
Yeah,
heard
you
you.
got
Like,
to-
we heard you say that. Like, be on your dick. We heard you. Like, yeah.
but I'm just saying though, like I'm just saying I feel like it was the wrong attention, and like slowly but surely I just was losing interest. It wasn't nothing wrong with her, and I didn't know how to break up with her. That was one of those situations I didn't know how to break up with her because it wasn't nothing wrong with the relationship except for I just wasn't getting the attention that I needed,
Right. Okay.
and it was hard to communicate that.
So like, what you said you was getting the wrong kind of attention.
Right.
What's the wrong kind of attention?
Again, like I feel like it was
You said, yeah, just too friendly. It was just too friendly. You don't think you could initiate that? Like, yo, like,
yeah, I did.
love
But
me.
who always want to be the initiator? Like, do you
You right,
always?
you right.
Do you always want to be the one that initiate the sex?
No,
Do you want to be the one to tell your girlfriend to suck your dick all the time? You heard to be like, yo.
I don't think in
You know what I
all
mean?
my years of life, I don't think I ever told my
Right.
girl to suck my dick.
You got
I don't think it's
you
going
got
to
to
end well with me.
automatically do that. Like, you got
I don't
to
think it's going to
automatically
end
do
well
that.
with me. You know?
Like,
I ain't going to ask for it either. That's, like, how do you ask for that?
what you
Like,
mean?
yo, can you,
you
like,
gotta do it in a joking way. Like, but
like, how
you
you
dead
do it?
serious.
How you-
like, don't say nothing slick. If you say something slick, I'm using every opportunity to turn that into I'm asking you to suck my dick. Like, I don't give a fuck. We in a car. You say something about your mouth on 10. I don't know what that mouth did in a minute. Like, I'm gonna say something.
She's not going to take that serious.
You
though.
crazy.
What you thought all
crazy
this is
because
like
if she
shit?
say one thing back, I'm gonna keep going on it. Like, she gonna know I'm serious. Like, it's gonna be a whole conversation.
I did shit like that before. It ain't
Tripping,
leading
like-
to me getting my dick sucked.
I'm not gonna just be like coming to the next one. Like, hey, babe, what you doing? Want some with it? Like, I ain't gonna be like, I ain't gonna be on kind of like that.
You can't. Like, the closest thing I got to that is just pulling it out. Like,
like, yeah, like,
either she gonna do it or not. Like, now I'm just look salty trying to put it back away. Like,
yeah.
damn. Like, all right.
but it was
like,
too much of that. I want to be the only one, always the one that initiate
before we leave back to
intimacy,
that,
like-
yeah, I agree. Before we leave to that, Aaliyah, like, how would you ask for like head? You wouldn't do to go down.
Oh, y'all bold. Women ask for head.
I don't ask for it.
I ain't ever get asked for either.
never
Yo, who
got
you
asked
ran
for head?
Wait, hold. Let me
What?
think. No, I did.
I'm about to say,
Like, I don't
bro.
gotta ask
See, that's the
for
thing.
it.
Women don't gotta do much. They could just be like, yo. They can
I had
just
a girl
like,
take
I don't
my
know.
head.
Yeah, like,
I had a girl take my head.
shit.
Tripping. You know what it is, nigga. And happily I blind.
Dog, you know what I thought about this now? The fucking Remy Ma John when she got the nigga. She got the nigga. You see Bang got the braids on top too now. Yo.
I'm telling you, bro.
That shit. Yeah.
I had the head grab.
That's crazy, though. You got rebel
I had to text. I had to text 2 in the morning. Can I come sit on your face?
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with
Like,
that. See, females can do that. Now, if the dude say, like, yo, like, can you come, like, can I come put my balls in your mouth? Like, that shit, I'm getting blocked.
At 2 in the morning.
I'm getting blocked. Like, yo, like, the cops gonna show up in my crib. Like, yo, yeah, this you right here? This you? Like, yo.
Restraining order, nigga.
Yo. But no, all right, so Lee, so you can you actually, you want to talk about it, Lee? Can you, that wound ain't open?
Never asked for it.
No. We
Oh, all right.
not that. We gonna leave that for another day. That's for
not showing attention. I feel like the only time he would show attention was when he wanted to have sex. It's already been to that.
So it's the opposite of what Bang saying.
Yeah, it wasn't no more like, oh, how your day going, how was your week, or me anything. Hungry. It was just like the only time he was showing attention is like when you wanted to do something. So that's when it started getting bothering me. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. Because whatever you was doing in the beginning, you gotta at least continue that a little bit. I ain't expecting that every single day, but it's like, damn, hi, I'm still alive, motherfucker. Like you asked about pussy, but you ain't check on me all day, but you ain't gonna hit me up and ask me for that. It's like,
okay. See, I think with I don't know. I just never. The only time I got lack of attention was when those shit was already ending. Like I already knew shit was about to be over, so I was giving less. I wasn't getting that much attention, so I already knew what that was. You feel me? So I haven't ever experienced that. So my question is, do you think you like having that conversation? Like, yo, like nigga, you trying to have sex, but you ain't really like, giving me nothing else. Like you ain't giving me enough attention. Like did you ever try to like communicate that part of it?
I feel like by the time I probably should have said something when I first noticed it, and I didn't.
Right.
So maybe if we would have probably had the conversation ahead of time, it probably wouldn't have ended so bad. But I waited until I just got real mad, and it ended up being an argument instead of a discussion. That's when I was just like, man, I'm over it already. Like fuck it.
So do y'all both, since I'm getting like y'all both the opposite. I feel like Jerry Springer and shit. Like so I get like I see how like. You saying it was all sex, no conversation, no intimacy, like no attention, and then Bank saying it was all this attention, like regular the bad attention or the
I wouldn't say bad attention.
not bad, but like the attention that you ain't want. Like it wasn't enough
I ain't
sex.
say I didn't want it neither.
Yeah,
no,
like,
I ain't saying it wasn't no sex. I'm just
not
saying it wasn't like
enough sex. It was enough sex.
I ain't gonna say it wasn't enough sex.
Well, what are you saying, babe?
I'm just saying it
Well,
wasn't enough intimacy.
He said it was enough intimacy. Yeah, that's what it is.
Intimacy.
Okay,
It wasn't just like I felt like we was always on some
Like friends.
homie shit all the time. Like,
Well,
it's
maybe
like,
that was just her character. That was her personality, though.
but
Like
she had it in there. Like she showed me. Like you know what I mean. Like
I mean, every now and then, Ben Simmons, shoot a three, but it's like, all right, this ain't you though. Like, you know what I mean, like you did it before, but like this ain't really. I ain't expecting this to come out you all the time. I don't know. Like sometimes we be wanting to, you want to Phantom the fucking do like Ferrari shit. I don't even know if that was a good analogy. Like
I was trying to follow you.
I don't even know if that was good.
I get you though. I feel you though.
Like every now and then we want Batman to do some Superman shit, but it's like, bro, this Batman, like
It's
even
not
though
there yet.
he might no, there wasn't nothing.
Yeah, one more job, bro.
Every now and then we want a cat to do some dog shit, but nah, I ain't
put it to rest.
Fuck it, I'll leave that, I'm just saying, like sometimes we be looking for things and people that's not really all, or it's not all the way there yet. Like
right.
you know what I'm saying, like because like even if she like, I could sympathize with both of y'all, like because I don't want to have to tell you to do this shit. Like
right.
you should already want to do
always
this.
feel like it's not genuine.
Yeah, right. Now it's exactly.
That's the worst shit in a relationship. You gotta tell somebody how to act about how you feel about something. Then you gotta see that they changing their act. You appreciate it, but you like, bitch, you fake.
I know. I think it's I mean, this relationship shit, it ain't fucking easy though. It ain't easy.
That shit is not easy. But this is not the generation for that. I feel like this is the worst generation to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I think we can say that for another time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's about that time to wrap this shit up. We can get up on out of here. Do we even need to say our handles at this point?
I mean, yeah. I love we got some.
Can we just put them up on the icon at the bottom? No. The text.
I guess. Like, no, listen. Follow me at pay-per-view Reese because you gotta say it for the people that ain't, that ain't watching. There's some people that most of our followers is listening. Yeah. More listeners. But we want to change that, y'all. So yeah, like check out the YouTube. Like look, like my beard is really flourishing. You won't know unless you look at the fucking YouTube. Like this shit really. Where my fucking comb at? Like let me get the PS's natural comb. Like listen, like I'm out here, but like listen, y'all see it. Cop up. You know what I mean? Watch the YouTube so you can look it up. It's Unrecognized Real. Wait. Is it
Unrecognized Real podcast?
The YouTube? No, it's Unrecognized Real. Unrecognized Real on YouTube. We are available across multiple platforms now: Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple. So many Pandora, so much more. So definitely you could check us out anywhere. Is again search Unrecognized Real. You can follow me at Pay-Per-View Reese across multiple platforms.
You can follow me on Instagram at Aaliyah Michelle Poetry.
And I'm on Instagram as @BrotherBangBang, brother with an ER.
And don't forget to follow the podcast page at UnR Podcast on Twitter. And
my only podcast yeah. And my OnlyFans page. Like bang bang back.
Would you do OnlyFans, yo?
What? Yeah, I do OnlyFans. You crazy.
Aaliyah, would you do OnlyFans?
I will host the OnlyFans. I will host the OnlyFans. Like I will have
like your own.
No, not me.
No. Would you do OnlyFans?
No.
Why not? I do OnlyFans. Listen.
I got moved for doing.
Listen, I do that shit. Like, and my shit gonna be all that too. Like, cause I got listen, I do. Listen, something. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm just gonna say like.
Nigga got an OnlyFans. He trying to tell us something else.
The link in the bio.
I got the videos ready.
The link in bio.
The link is in the bio. Like, check me out. Check me out. That's all I'm gonna say for y'all though. Like,
got some oil in the crib. You